Well, here we are on the evening of the first test burn of the biochar journey we're on, and pretty impressive results. We had some other duties that took us away from the farm today, so wasn't able to process this morning like I should have. But again, this was just a test burn to kind of understand the process. We had about 70% that turned to char, and the rest of it will go back in for the next burn, just learning some things. But this is some good char that's ready to be powderized and applied to get inoculated. As you can hear it, it sounds like glass almost, and that's a piece of wood. But after the oxygen's been taken out of it through that process, you can see it just pulverizes down. Again, some of this didn't burn completely through like we'd like, but most of it did. Now, one thing I did learn, and I fly by without a net, work without a net most of the time, don't care for gloves or mask or anything. I did make a commitment after reading a lot of the videos that I wasn't gonna pulverize this on a large scale without a mask. Well, I got a little excited this evening, dumped a bunch in the bucket and started hammering it up, and I'm not playing with that stuff. It's a real fine powder, and it's not good for the lungs. Now, there are some people that will actually eat it just to prove its quality. There's other YouTube videos for that. I'm not a charcoal eater. Now, I'll grill some steaks on it, but I'm not going to eat charcoal. So what I'm going to use this for, since I really don't have the spot prepared yet to pulverize, and again, this was for a test run, I did kind of beat down just a little bit from a distance in the heavy wind to keep it off of me and put it in a mulch pile. But one of the 50-gallon drums, I went ahead and just put it in the chicken house on the floor where all their litter is at, because it's a sponge, and it'll remediate a lot of that odor. It's safe for the chickens to peck on. In fact, it will actually clean their insides out. A lot of commercial farmers are using it, but just really impressed. And again, I'm not beating on it, so there's not a lot of dust. If I was really getting after it, there'd be some dust, and I'm just not going to do that. But you can see, the more that you can pulverize it, it gives it more surface area on a microscopic level to soak up those nutrients which attract the microorganisms. And after we put it into a compost tea or a compost pile where the organisms are healthy, it just soaks into this stuff, and then you put it in your soil, and it's there permanently. So a lot of people talk about, I've heard about carbon footprints and things of that nature. I don't think I have a carbon footprint per se, because that's kind of what we leave behind. Instead, I'm looking forward with carbon handprints on something that's going to really revitalize the soil. I'm really excited about doing a lot of tests with this stuff after I get it inoculated, and we'll see how it goes. So that's what it looks like when it's done correctly.